When we learn to the project Likutei Sichos, we have to Pashas Yisroi, Likutei Sichos Chelik Chof Aleph. It's the second Sicha in the fourth year of the project, and we started Chelik Chof Aleph. And we're learning, obviously, everything is going to be the first Sicha because we learned nothing yet in this Chelik Chof Aleph. I think it's a fascinating Sicha, unbelievable. There's a Rashi, and the Rebbe is asking him, and I think if it's 9 or 10 questions, that Rashi is completely not understood what Rashi says. Doesn't make any sense. One of the major things is that Rashi brings down everything from Mechilte, and Rashi takes the Mechilte, he takes off and he adds on, and then a question from the previous Parsha and this Parsha. Just have to make a little bit summations every so often to be able to continue and have the connection and the continuation. From Posuk Vayichan Shom Yisrael neged Or. Is Rashi meitig the word of Vayichan Shom Yisrael? As a Posuk in this parsha starts by Vayachanu b'midbar, Vayichan Shom Yisrael neged Or. Mamish together. Two things. Vayachanu b'midbar, Vayichan Shom Yisrael neged Or. So Rashi brings down from the Posuk Vayichan Shom Yisrael and is mefarish. Keish echad b'leiv echad, aval shar kol hachanoyos betarumes b'machloikes. That they were resting, they camped. This time was like one person with one heart, and all the other places were with complaints and fights. The Rebbe says we learn the Pashtus. The Rebbe brings down in footnote number 3 that this is the way that the Devektav is also learning what bothered Rashi and what he explained. Is that the Pirush in Rashi vi Mechilte. What does the Mechilte say? As do steht Vayichan Loshen Yochid. Nicht wie Ometum, steht Vayachan Loshen Rabbi. The first time that we learn a place that it says Vayichan. Till now we learned everything it says Vayachan nu. So Rashi, why does it say Vayichan? Is Rashi mevayed? That's why Rashi is explaining. Weil die Chanie demot is given keish echad b'leiv echad. Aber shar kol hachanois betarubes machlekes. The first steht Ometum Vayachan Loshen Rabbi. Vayachan means spread, separated, fights and arguments. If this is the reason about that Rashi, and Rashi is explaining us that what it means Vayichan, that was Keish Echad, B'leiv Echad, so the Rebbe has a beautiful question. If we said that, aber verstehen, the Balder answer the from Rashi is from Vayichan. Loshen Yochid, that's what bothers Rashi, what it's different than all other places. Or the Rashi gedacht matig sein know dem Wort Vayichan. For was bringt herab euch the Wort Shom Yisrael? Beautiful question. What does you Vayichan? Bringing Vayichan, but in the Shom Yisrael. And as the Rebbe is going to continue later, he's going to say now in the few paragraphs now, the Rebbe is going to say that Shom is not a stire, Shom is helping us out, but Yisrael is extra, and if you look in deeper, you're going to see that that's contradicting Rashi's Pirush. Let me see inside. Das was Rashi bringt, euch dem Wort Shom, Yeshloima, the Rebbe gives an answer, and it's very geschmack. Leute Rashi, ich sage das, was Shar kol hachanois betarumes machloikes, lernt man nicht nur wie in Mechilte, von der was dort steht, Vayachan oder Loshen Rabbi, sondern von dem Posuk Guf, Vayichan Shom. The Rebbe is explaining that from Vayachanu, you wouldn't be able to learn that all the other camps was, when the camping was with fights, in only here not. Why? Because Vayachanu, a lot of people. Vayichan could be a lot of people, could also be saying it in a singular Loshen. So it's not a proof. If it says always Vayachan and here says Vayichan, I should say that always it was with Machlokes. Where do you take info? The only thing what Rashi is adding on is bringing down the Shom, because when it says Vayichan Shom, it says Vayachan b'midbar, 2 words before that. Vayachan b'midbar, Vayichan Shom Yisrael. It doesn't say Vayachan Shom b'midbar. The Posuk says Vayichan Shom. This is coming to tell us that only there was Vayichan, but other places was not. Yeah, it says Vayichan Shom. But it's so we understood why Rashi brings down Shom. But we're going to come back to the question, why does it bring Israel? Not only Israel is not helping God, but it's contradicting. That's inside. It's given Vayichan Loshen Yochid Keish Echad und nicht bei Shar kol hachanois. From Vayachanu, who tells you that Vayachanu means that it's Machlokes? The other Rabbi. No von dann et weiß man Shar hachanois, betarumes Machlokes meitura de krosho. How do I learn out that everything was with Machlokes in here not? Because it says Shom. Das aber versteht Vayachanu ken sein kipshutoi. Redet sich wegen etliche verschiedene Menschen schwotten, aber sie sind klar nicht mehr Machlokes. This if it would have said Vayachanu, only Vayichan, I wouldn't say Shom, and bringing proof that Vayachanu means Machloikes, it doesn't make any sense. Vayachanu means that there's a lot of Shvotim, there's 600,000 just 1 into 60, there's so many people, so it's Vayachanu. Because it says here the Shom, this is what Rashi is bringing down the Shom. It bleibt über die Scheile, one question is still left. For what bringt Rashi Rob euch den weiter dicken Wort, Israel? Why is he bringing Israel? What do you need it for? What is it giving you? Now the Rebbe is going to say that it's not only giving him, but it's even disturbing. The Rebbe, mit dem Wort Rashi is mighty, the word Israel, wird go schwer sein Pirush, is contradicting himself. Warum? Wie bald steht Loschen Israel, was meint alle Eden, Vayichan Shom Israel means everybody. Wie ein Klal, Volk, ist doch dabei, Matim da Loschen, Vayichan Loschen Yochid, but not Eledaikas, das was meint, if it says Vayichan Shom Israel, yeah, so Israel are one nation, one folk, that's why it says Vayichan. So you want to bring me Vayichan Shom, that's the only place that it says Shom, that it was Vayichan Loschen Yochid, not Vayachanu, because Vayachanu is Machloikes, why do you bring me Israel? Israel is contradicting to that. Because Israel is giving you, okay, why it says Vayichan? Because it's Am Israel is one, that's why it says Vayichan. So the Choyre shouldn't have that Israel. The Rebbe is going to bring proof why Israel is helping him out, 100% giving him legitimate reason why Rashi is bringing it, that's answering some questions. Noise based, the Rebbe is going to bring, like always, trying to give an answer, and the Rebbe is going to say, we can't use it to Pshuto Shel Mikro, then he's going to go to the next questions, and then he's going to give the answer. Base. Heute kann man sagen, als Rasches Echer ist nicht das so von dem Loschen Vayichan für sich, noch von dem Shino in dem Posse-Gufe. I have a very good answer. Why do I say that Vayichan is Besholem? Until now was Betarumes, is because it says one in same Posik, it says Vayachanu Bamidbo, Vayichan Shom Israel. Why is the change? So maybe this is the reason that it says Vayichan to tell me that till now was Machloikes and now it's quiet. So the Choyre, it's a very good answer. It's a geschmack answer, but the Rebbe says I can't use it because I see in other places also the same thing. And Rashi doesn't say nothing. I see places that in the same posuk is also contradicting. Vayachanu Vayichan in other places in different Lashonis. So I can't say that that's what bothered Rashi. From posuk Vayachanu Bamidbo Loshen Rabim und Teikev La'achazeh. There's nothing in between. Vayachanu Bamidbo, Vayichan Shom Israel. Steht Vayichan Shom Loshi Yochid, for them was in ein Emshech HaKosuf, is the Torah Mishani from Vayachanu to Vayichan, in Mamish in one continuation. Vayachanu Bamidbo, Vayichan Shom, is Buchach as Neged Or, and it's a given case. This is going to be the proof. I can't use it. Therefore, wir verstehen, wir gefunden bekommen bekommen es Torah in demselben Posuk beim Shechot, während bei der Gea Israel gesagt beide Lashonis, Loshon Rabim und Loshon Yochid. So I can say that this is what bothers Rashi, because I find that in other places Rashi says nothing. Wir gefunden weiter bei Parshasenu, Vayarom single, Vayar, Vayanu Vayam do Merochek Loshon Rabim. Und euch in der Friedeke Sedre, already in Bishalach, Vayar Israel es Yod HaGdoilo, Vayireu Om Vayaminu B'Hashem. So I see Vayar Israel they saw one singular, and Vayireu and Vayaminu is Loshon Rabim. So I can say that this bothered Rashi, and this is what Rashi tried to answer.
Is there an answer? Is there an answer to why this happens? I guess
What bothered Rashi?
Like at the end of the Sikha, I was going to speak about Vayarom, Vayanu, and Vayar Israel or not?
Yes, 100%. This is the main focus in the answer. This, yes. Euch darf man verstehen. And it's also very, a little bit more, if you look in deeper, here it says Vayachanu Bamidbo, Vayichan Shom Israel. There in the same sentence, but is here it's two separate things. Vayachanu Bamidbo, Vayichan Shom Israel. That they rested before Matan Torah. So I could answer it. But here it says clear, Vayaro, Vayanu, in the same idea, in the same action, the same thing is Vayar and Vayanu. Same thing is also Vayar Yisrael Agdolo, Vayireu. Why? Vayar Yisrael Agdolo, Vayiro. Why don't you say Vayiru Israel? Why Vayar Israel? Euch darf man verstehen. The Mokav of Purusha, now we mentioned before, the Rebbe is going to have 3 questions on Rashi changing the Mechilte. Euch darf man verstehen, the Mokav of Purusha Rashi Bepashtus is for Mechilte. But the Loshi Mechilte is, this is the quotation from the Mechilte, and then we see the 3 questions. Kol Mokav Shoima Vayisu Vayachanu, Loisim B'machloikes, V'choinim B'machloikes. אבל כאן, ושבו כולם לבחד לכחנמה ויחן שם ישראל נגדו. Mechilte says, anywhere it says, Vayisu Vayachanu, it was b'machloikes. And traveling b'machloikes and resting and camping b'machloikes. Here, everybody was ushvu kulam. They all became like one heart, and that's why it says the proof in the Mechilta is because it says vayichan shom Israel neged oho. Von den Schinuim zwischen Loshon Rashi und Loshon Mechilta, so we have 3 questions. Aleph in Mechilta steht kan ushvu kulam leivechot. Everybody became one. All when they said there vayichan Loshon Yochid, they all became one heart. Rashi is mefaret keish echad leivechot. Where are you taking it from? Why adding it? Why don't you say like he said that there's one thing? Ushvu kulam leivechot. Why keish echad leivechot? Based on second question, in Mechilta steht Noisim v'choinim b'machloikes. And in Pirush Rashi stehen 2 Leshonos, betarumes u b'machloikes. Tarumes is complaints, and tarumes is complaints, and machloikes is arguments. People with them have arguments. Gimel, the third question, the change from Rashi in Mechilta. Mechilta führt sich heute lekach nemar, vayichan shom Israel neged or. Und Rashi stellt sich noch oi vayichan shom Israel, und ist nicht meitig neged or. The Mechilta is saying clearly. How do I learn it? Because it says vayichan shom Israel neged or. What does Rashi bring down? Vayichan shom Israel. So not only we have a question why you bring bechlal shom in Israel, but if you bring already Israel, bring like the Mechilta, bring also the rest of the word neged or. Oh, is that it? Now we're going to have a few more questions, and then we're going to have together about 9 or 10 questions. Euch darf man verstehen, demselben Teuchen von Rashi's Pirush do, aber Schinuim gefindt man befurush euch in der Friedeke Sedre. Beautiful question. And I say it's not a joke, but it gives us more feelings to Rashi. If Rashi said something in Chumash Bereshis, in Parsha Bereshis, and he says something in Shalach, Chas v'Sholem 1,000,000 times, you could say that Rashi didn't say exactly what it says in Bereshis. He changed the Lashon. It's in just in previous Parsha in Shalach, Rashi says something, mamish the same, and in the opposite way. Why? Why do you do it? Why don't you say the same thing? After the teretz, you'll see the unbelievable. What Rashi must say in Beshalach like this, and in Israel must say like this. When the Pasuk vayishu bnei Israel lesinei ve'in Mitzrayim nishechareim. They didn't pick up the rice, and they saw that the Mitzrim are running after them. Is Rashi meitig the word on noiseya achareim, and is mefarish belei ve'echod keish echod. That the Mitzrim were like one heart, like one person. That man as dort is Rashi 2 questions. Dort is Rashi nicht meitig euch dem Wort Mitzrayim noiseya achareim. Nicht wie Pirush kan, wo es ja meitig der Wort Israel. There is telling you who is running after. Here you don't say who is resting. Nicht wie Pirush kan, so there it doesn't say Mitzrayim noiseya achareim. Brings an only somebody's traveling. It doesn't say you. And here you bring down who was resting. Vayichan shom, he mentions Israel. Und der Tame Pashas ist genau. Weil das ist so dem Diuk von Israel, was Jochel bald das bezieht sich zum Volk, als ein klar. Der Rebbe is here adding on in the question that we asked before, that Israel is contradicting to his shot. The Rebbe says here I see that it's even more. I have proof from the previous Parsha that it doesn't bring down Mitzrayim. Because if it would have said Mitzrayim, Noisea wouldn't be a problem. That's why it doesn't bring Mitzrayim. Because if we bring Mitzrayim, there was one nation running after the so it says Noisea. It doesn't bring it, then becomes a question, why does it say Noisea? And he's explaining that it's belei ve'echot keish echot. Very good. It's coming up. Next, right next. Very good. Good question. Ich stelle sich aber dort die Scheile, Aleph im Posuk steht doch Mitzrayim nesei achareim. Steht doch fort Mitzrayim nesei achareim. Ist das doch so ist der Diuk Rashi belei ve'echot keish echot. So the Posuk is so ist Rashi. Weißt, was ist Rashi meitig euch dem Wort? Achareim. What is bothering you? Noiseya, Loshon Yochid. It doesn't say Noisim Achareim. So don't bring Achareim bechlal. It's not important. Beis was Rashi is meitig the word Achareim. Gimel bePirusha kam beParshasenu is the Seder keish echod belei ve'echod and not belei ve'echod keish echod. Why do you change the order? What is wrong to say in both places the same thing? Okay. I say the biur bechol zeh. We'll just make it very short because it's late and we still have a long sicha. Just to go over the shilas. The Rebbe asked question number 1, why is he bringing down Bechlal Shom Israel? And Shom he answered that it's good because Shom is helping him out in the Vayichan because only place that it says Shom is Vayichan Shom. It comes to emphasize. And Israel is contradicting to him. Second question was, we have in our Parsha, if you want to answer that because it's in the same Pasuk, it says Vayichan Bamidbar. We see in our Parsha and in the previous Parsha, Vayar Yisrael Shadar Gdoilo, Vayiru, also the same posik and the same Inyan, Loshen Yochid and Loshen Rabin. Then what's the chilik for the Mechilte? Why is Rashi changing the Mechilte? Rashi is bringing Machloikes with Arumes, the Mechilte doesn't say it. Mechilte says, Ushvu Kulom Keechot, Rashi makes a noting, Keish Echot Belev Echot. Where are you taking it from? And then why does he bring down Neged Or as the Mechilte is bringing down that this is his proof, Neged Or. And also now we're going to go back to the next set. He's asking, it says Mitzrayim Nesei Acharayim. He doesn't bring down Mitzrayim. In here he does bring down Israel, that Israel were camping. Also in this passage state Mitzrayim Nesei. Why is he not bringing it? Because it's Soiser. So our question becomes even stronger. Why is he saying it? And then Acharayim. Why is he bringing down Bechlal Acharayim? And also Keish Echad Belev Echad. Why is he meshane from this lashon to this lashon? Now the Rebbe is going to give us in Oisei, starting to telling us, going to give us a shir, a lesson. When the Torah says Loshen Yochid, when it says Loshen Rabim, when you read about a call, when you read about a crowd, when you read about a lot of people, when do we say Yochid, when do we say Rabim? This is going to be the yesod or the answer on all the questions. Oisei, the Biur Bechol Zeh. Those who's been in Gei Rabim, oder a ganzen Volk, wer hat leformim genutzt der Loshen Rabim und amol Loshen Yochid. We see that we say sometimes es Loshen Yochid and sometimes Loshen Rabim. Mistaver lo ima, so Mistaver. Makes sense to say, or it said, Mistaver lo ima, al derech hapshat, ados is ben es retzach wegen ha-peule. When we say that there's a difference between Rabbi and Yochid, when it says a plural, or it says it Loshen Yochid, when we talk about a crowd, so the Rabbi says when we talk about a peule, when you do something, and also there's two ways to look at it. The Rabbi is going to explain. There's two ways to look at it. When a Rabbi tun die Peule boifen shove ve'echot, demol kennen sie alle batzech v'ar al sayoch. When all of those people that they go and do something together, then the Torah is using a singular Loshen Yochid. And when the Peule wird getan boifanim Rabbi, each one does something different. Durch verschiedene Menschen von der Kvutze Volk wird gesagt Loshen Rabbi, because there's nothing that makes them one. You can't call them one because they are separate and they do separate things. She's nicht in them aniye wo soll sie meachet sein als ein Klau. So in Peule, let's just make a summation. In Peule, when you do something, there's two ways to look at it. When a call does the same thing, we could call them Loshen singular Yochid. When a call is doing different things, then you must call them Loshen Rabim because nothing is. This is one way. When we're talking about a Peule, and we're going to talk about a different thing. Schenke bishas es retzich wegen a Gefühl, machshav seichel v'kayotze b'ze von Rabim. We have a Rabim, a big crowd, and we're talking about something, ergesh, a feeling, or something that has to do with seichel. So the Rabbi says, then is a major difference. Why? Is doch ein the same Shabbat the Gemara says in Sanhedrin that their day is not the same, and their feelings are not the same. Is das allemal in den Fanim Rabim, demol wird gesagt Loshen Rabim. So very simple. When the Torah talks about something that the people are doing in a in of feeling or something with seichel, it must be Loshen Rabbi. Beautiful answers. The Rabbi is going to apply it to all these things. Our posik, and as he says also on the psukim, Vayar Yisrael Shadar Gdoilo Vayiru Omes Hashem, and everything. This Yesod is going to answer all the questions. And I'm going to repeat it one more time. When we talk about doing something, if everybody does the same thing, we call them singular Yochid Vayichad, and I'm just using this Vayichan as an example. And then when the people are doing different things, you can't, even a Peule, you can't call them one. When it comes to Regesh Alev, always you must call them Rabbi, because ain't the same Shavuos, same parts of fame Shavuos, they're not the same. If they're not the same, there's nothing that could call them Yochid.
No, but now the Pasuk in Parashat Bereshis says, Vayishma'u es koel Hashem Elokim, Yitzhalach v'Gam. They heard the voice of Hashem going in the garden. Vayischabe ha'adam v'ishta. Every year I have the question that why does it say, and he hid the man and his wife? Two people. First Vayishma'u and then Vayischabe. First Vayischabu.
Okay, very good point. Geschmack. And when we finish the Sikha, we're going to sit down and see, maybe we could apply it to here and use a deal.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Vayischabe is a pa'ula, and Shmiya is something that you're understanding.
It says Vayishmeu.
Vayishmu maybe is like more like your seichel, you're listening, so therefore every person.
No, I would say different. Vayishma, each they both are the same. So why don't you say Vayishma?
עובדה שאחד שומע ככה ואחד שומע ככה. זה עובדה, אבל זה חבוש, אתה עושה את התמונה. הנה, הוא שומע משהו אחד.
We have also in Tanakh by the miracle from Yeshua.
פעם שמעו מהרבא, שהרבא אמר, זה מגיע. אחד שומע ככה.
Okay. Now let's see what is the bottom from the rebel. Now we understand is nicht kein mir, was man gefindt als benegea dem Klal von Erfolg ve Humor, when you talk about all all nation. Yeah. Nutz der Posuk beide Lashonos. Sei loschen Rabbi und sei loschen Yochid. Und leformim a viele beide in einem Posuk. Sometimes he calls both of them in the same Posuk. Weil das ist toll, was es batzit sich. You know what it is? In the same Posuk could be something that we talk about a peule, all do the same thing, it says loschen Yochid. Then when it comes to the Regesh, we must call out loschen Rabbi. And the Rabbi is going to explain it. We're coming back to the Posuk. Vayar Yisrael is at the Gdol Vayirom Vayaminu Vayar von the Eden. Was meint Re'ie kipshuto ze yazen asher osa Hashem b'Mitzrayim. Seien sie alle gewinnt gleich in dem. Der Fach ist Vayar lo Yochid. They're all running into the water. You know, they came out at the same place. They didn't cross the Yam Suf. They came in and came out. Right? That's how it was. They came out, and they see the Mitzrayim are running after them. As soon as the last Jew came out, the water started crumbling and drowning them. A few minutes later, it says the ocean threw out all the Mitzrayim outside. Vayar Yisrael. When you look and you see the Mitzrayim dead, is there a difference between one Jew and another? They all see the same. It's a peule. They all did the same. That's Vayar. Now, what is the outcome from it? That they got fear of the Eibishter and they got emunah in the Eibishter. But you compare one Jew emunah and fear to the other. That's I must say Loshon Rabbi. Mamish beautiful the Yesod and the answer what it is. Then in the alle given. Aber in Zeir Ire me Hashem. When in Zeir Vayaminu, also a very good point. When you daven in Yitz Hashem tomorrow and every day, people are making a mistake in a few places. They say Vayiru Omes Hashem Vayaminu B'Hashem. It's not right. It's too Yudin. It's not Vayiru they saw. Vayireu. That's how we have to read it because there was fear. Also, Vayiru Oishe Kolav Sheoretz before Bor Shoma. It's not Vayiru, Vayireu. Fear. It's not sin. It's a major difference. Aber in Zeir Yire Hashem. Fear of the Eibishter. When in Zeir Vayaminu B'Hashem, is doch sicher given kamo darges. In dem is given Vayireu und Vayaminu. Different Rishonis. Loshon Rabbim by jeder einem auf Abazunder auf. But then we're going to go to the other Posuk. But there's when you get the Posuk of Pashas saying Vayarom, Vayonu, Vayamdem Rochoik. When they saw and they all were flying back by Matan Torah from fear of the Eibishter. In the meaning from Vayar, Re'ie Kipshuto, sie alle given gleich. Ein Re'ie und sie vereinig kechot. What does it mean? They saw. It says that they saw they saw the thunder and they hear the lightning. So everybody sees lightning and hears the thunder. The same thing. There's no difference. You cannot. Mashenke vayonu vayamdu merochoik. It's already a feeling. Welche seine verbunden mit der Gefühl und Aufdrechslung der Geist. It's already fear of the Eibishter. Smartim lo shurabim zu dem ribo yifan v'achlikum. The major difference between each and every one. How much they were scared and how much they were flying back from fear of the Eibishter. So, about Vayamdu? Okay, yeah, okay. You want to... I learned that, yeah. Oh, Oizvov. I mean, it's... if I would have come earlier, I would have said it's... yeah. Oizvov. In the Posuk, Paroi Ikri Vaishu Ben Israel Sinem Ve'im Mitzrayim Netzeh Acharayim. So now we have the Yesod, but we didn't answer nothing yet about our place. We're going to come to it a little later. In the Posuk, Paroi Ikri Vaishu Ben Israel Sinem Ve'im Mitzrayim Netzeh Acharayim is that Goshe Nishtov Nishat. The Rebbe is doing here in this paragraph itself. Chidush Niflo B'Yoysa. One question was, why does it say Netzeh Acharayim? If it bothers you, the Loshen Netzeh Loshen Yochid, why do you bring Acharayim? The Rebbe is going to be proved that Rashi's Chidush, that's Belei Vechot Keish Echot, has nothing to do with Netzeh. Not because Netzeh Lo Shech, the Acharayim. Very interesting. Okay, let's see inside. Is the Adgoshe nicht of Netzeh? Rashi is not learning it from the word Netzeh. Pulas Netzeh, nor if Acharayim, the Mechuv Ma Netzeh. Not the the etzem traveling, where are they traveling? Achareim, after the Eden. Was ist verbunden mit Vayofich, Levav Paroi, Vavodav, mit sehr Rishes und Kavones Reus. Why did they run after the Eden? Because at the beginning they said, Mitzrayim is destroyed, let them go. And then, Vayofich, their heart got turned over, they said, why did we let them go? And they're running after them. Und in dem seine nicht alle Mitzrim gewinnt gleich, sicher sein in Mechulik. The Rebbe is going to ask a question that how could you compare and say that all of them are the same level of running after the Eden? Sicher sein in gewinnt Mechulik. Paroi was, is all Meluche is depending on that. He had millions of Jews working for him and being by him avodim. Nobody could run away. All of a sudden he lost his whole kingdom. So Paro is Chartum Mitzrayim is another level. He was saying when Yores Dvar Hashem, that as we learned in the previous parshas, for sure they're not running after Eden with the same riches, with the same kavones. And he was Lo Yorud Dvar Hashem, also different. And befrat, there is another section that are completely different. Die was sich gebeten bei Paro, so der Reus von Mitzrayim. They were complaining, Gaterem Teda ki ovdo Mitzrayim. Aber doch lechoire gedacht stehen, Noisim Loshen Rabim. If each one is running with a different ergesh, with a different, we said if there's a ergesh in the thing that you do, then is must say Loshen Rabim. Why doesn't it say Nisea, not Noisim Acharei? Beautiful question. According to our Yesod, that when there's different in the ergesh, each one is separate. Is Rashi Mefarish Mechadesh. Here comes Rashi and he's giving us an innovation. Velei vechot keish echot. As other Rabbi, Rashi says it was not each and every one a different sine, Khartoumim and Paroi in all those different sections. No, those who say state Noisea Loshen Yochi is the father the Nasi is given Achareyem. This is the proof. Where were they running? After Ayid. And here we could use the footnote 29. Matim lepirush Rashi shom kosher shebemitzrim aroi. There's no difference between the kosher and between the roshe and between the worst in Paroi. They're all the same thing. Even the agoy is a god. Yes. Even kosher shebemitzrim is aroi. What was means achareyem? Noch yogen die Eden. Run after the Eden. In dem noch yogen die Eden, this is Rashi's chidush. In dem noch yogen die Eden ist bei sie gewähnt nicht wie mit Kemenin, als in dem seine gewähnt Chilukim mit Zeit, weil der Sukim schön im Analno, sie sind alle gewähnt lei vechot. There was no difference between Paroi and the best and the worst of all of them. The same thing. What does Rashi say? Lei vechot. Mit ein Herz, mit one heart, was ist voll mit Sinne zu Eden. Und das hat Goyrim gewähnt, als sie sollen sein, keish echot. Now we have already the answer, but Rashi is using there, the lei vechot keish echot. Lei vechot of Sinne brought them to be ish echot. And the far is the Seder, but lei vechot keish echot. So now we have a very interesting thing. From Noisea itself, I wouldn't know that, because it doesn't make any sense. It should have said Noisim. Noisea achareyem, that's what Rashi brings it down from the Pasuk. You will know. Yeah, but it's interesting. It's not keish echot belei vechot, it's belei vechot keish. First comes the Sine, then comes keish.
Kevin Tanya, Seichel, and the Torah say in the Midah, when we speak about the national Bahamas, it says, the Midas, Seichel Hamelidos. And the Nefesh case is Baker Seichel and brings Midas. The Nefesh Bahamas is Baker Midas. The Seichel is just full of Midas. Same thing. They hate. Therefore,
we learned a little differently. We just learned Tanya in the Shir in the morning. So we learned something very interesting. It says that V'zeh le'um hazeh oso likim, Perik Zayin. Perik Vov starts V'zeh le'um hazeh. Yeah? So it says V'zeh le'um hazeh. And the explanation is very interesting, that it has to be parallel. The Nefesh Eliki says 10 koiches in Shlosh Levushim, Nefesh Abam says. But it said, the Alter Rebbe says in Tanya there's one different. Nefesh Eliki is to come to Avas Hashem, Viras Hashem, has to toil, has to meditate. Nefesh Abam is when he sees the sushi, or when he sees what do they call it, Josh Gordon, 7 layer. When you see the 7 layer, you don't have to explain him that it's good, he's running to it right away. That's only one difference with Nefesh Elikish and Nefesh Abam. Same point. Yeah. Same point what you said. Yes. Very gishmak. Okay. So we're up to Ois Zayin. In Ois Zayin, is the Rebbe going to bring down our posik? We're coming back to our posik, what the problem is there. By Rashi is Meshane from the Mechilte. By Rashi is Meshane, Ke'ish Echot B'lei Vechot. What? It's I'm telling you, The Rebbe takes a Rashi, the questions are unbelievable, and the Chidushim is poshet moiredig. Yeah. I spoke to a few people when they gave shiurim in this. They said, I said, should I say fascinating Sikha or not? I always look at the beginning, what people say. I listen to the beginning, say how they started Sikha, to see nobody said it. So I asked one of the guys that said it, I said, it's unbelievable. Till we come to the end, poshet mishuge. It's such Chidushim, nifloim beyesher, only the Rebbe. The Rebbe goes into Rashi's head and he sees what bothered them and he tells you what it is. The questions is like Rashi, I'm sorry to say it, like he didn't know what he was saying. And the Rebbe with his Chidushim, and then the Rebbe is going to bring, even by the end, even more this time, the Rebbe is going to bring why Rashi is Mishanim from the Mechilte. Because Mechilte is Drash, Rashi is Pshuto Shel Mikro. Rashi must take off these things and must add things because he has to show you Pshuto Shel Mikro. Mechilte is a completely different thing, as we say in the end. Unbelievable. Ois Zay. Al derech zeh is moving with Parsha. Now we're coming back to our Parsha to understand what the problem was in our Posuk. In dem Pirush HaPosuk, Vayichan Shom Yisrael neged Haor, negea dem Etzem HaChaniyeh b'movon HaPoshut, von den Jiden in jenem Ort, ist der Posuk mit der früher, Vayachanu b'midbar, muss man sagen, als das, was der Posuk ist, Moishe Vayichan Shom Yisrael neged Haor, kommt zum Bewahren dem Vayachanu, ze oif HaChaniyeh, und nachone zu Kabolas HaTeure, wo sie oben dorten gedarft mit Kabel sein. It says Vayachanu b'midbar. What are you telling me right after that, Vayichan Shom Yisrael? The Rebbe says, Vayachanu b'midbar is telling us that they were in Midbar, they were getting closer to Matan Torah. Right after that, it says, Vayichan Shom Yisrael, what way were they camping? That's what it comes to tell us. As we're going to explain it in more detail, stell sich die Scheile. The Achone Nafshi, so we established now that Vayichan Shom Yisrael is coming to tell us how they camped there, how they prepared for Matan Torah. So the Rebbe says, stell sich die Scheile, the Achone Nafshi, und der Rotz und Achone zu Matan Torah, ist doch bei jedem Nieden gewähnt für Matzav Ruchni. We're talking here about Ergesh, preparing for Matan Torah. Anders wie beim zweiten Nieden. And the Rebbe gives you an example. Unheimlich von Moshe. Could you compare Moshe Rabbeinu to the regular Am Yisrael that he prepared to Matan Torah? He understood completely different what means the Rebbe Shter, what means Torah, and everything. And so there is a difference between Moshe and Aaron, and Shivim Skenim, and andere verschiedene Darges, bis zu einer Darge in Kotza Sheni von Eden. Mam is the other side of Moshe Rabbeinu. What is it? They were claiming there was no border. You just saw Kriyas Yamsuf. You saw Elikus Mamish Begashmis, and you Marabet's boy Voimazen, Niklole Makadish Boch Bechvoide Batsmoy. And you come and you say Ayesh Hashem Bekabenu. So his feelings, his preparation for Matan Torah in 3 days is the same as Moshe Rabbeinu? Completely not. If he's there, as the Rebbe, a beautiful question. Or the Choyv Dog Gedav Stein, Vayachanu Shom Yisrael Negedor. Vayachanu Bamidbo, Vayachanu. If everybody is different, why do you say Loshen Yochi? So you say Loshen Rabbi. Avor und Rashi und is meitig vom Posuk die Wörter, Vayichan Shom Yisrael. That's what Rashi brings them to Israel also. As we said, Lechatchila in the questions, it's contradicting to his Pirush. Rabbi says, no. Aber nicht geweiter die Wörter Negedor is not bringing. As do meint der Posuk als Israel, seinen alle Jiden gewähnt keish echad. Vayichan Shom Yisrael. They came to the essence of the Rebbe's Chidush is, they came to Ar Sinai, was a change in them, they became keish echad. It's nothing to do with preparing for Matan Torah. It's one thing, keish echad. And then, then it became Belei Echad to Matan Torah. Two separate things. The Mechilte is one thing. That's what the Mechilte brings on Neged Haor, and that's what the Mechilte is saying different things, also double, as we're going to say soon. As da meint der Posuk, als Israel sein alle Juden gewinnt keish echad, mit einem Irrut von einem mit dem Zweiten. Und nicht mit sehr stehen, wie da gesehen, mit der Rachone verrotzen, Neged Haor zum Kalb. It's nothing to do with Vayichan Shom Yisrael, it's nothing to do with preparation for Matan Torah. It has to do, they became one. In der Achdus hat bei sehr ruhig gerufen, what is the outcome of it? Also soll sein, Belei Echad, alle mit ihnen und demselben Rotzen belebt zum Kabel sein, Torah. That all became the same Rotzen, the same thing, because it was Chanoye B'Sholem, Chanoye Keish Echad, Am Yisrael Keish Echad, it brought them that there's no difference with Moshe Rabbeinu and all the others. All of them have the same Rotzen invading and yawning for Matan Torah. Ois Ches. Now we're going to go also to Shinui. Yeah. Oh, what's Loshen there? We learned it last year or 2 years ago. Loshen is Lo Yom Alo V'Lo Mide. Yes. The Etzem coming there, the change. The Achdus, yeah. Very good point. It's the same thing. Yes, yeah. The Rebbe brings proof. The questions is unbelievable there. Shabbos they didn't travel, and they gather on Sunday. So what's the big mindset? Why is it tired? Moshe Rabbeinu, they're getting closer to Mount and you say nothing? Yeah, beautiful, yes. Very good point. Very good. It's interesting that the Rebbe they don't bring it in the Aures. It's mamish perfect to this. Yes. It shows us what it means that the change in them, that it became one, no more machlokes, this tired. Sure you get tired. When you change yourself from one level to another, you get tired. Very good.
This is before.
This is before?
Yeah. This is Chelik Chafalef. The other one is like.
It depends when it was said. Okay. Hoitzches. Was das ist euch der Shinui? So that's why Rashi doesn't bring them from the Mechilte Neged. It's not to do with Neged. This is not the idea, not Torah yet. This coming there to in front of Sinai made them Keishechot. Das ist euch der Shinui ve'evresh zwischen dem Belev Echot Keishechot bei dem Mitzrim und dem Keishechot Belev Echot von Eden. Der says bei dem Mitzrim it says Belev Echot Keishechot. Here it says Keishechot Belev Echot. Why? So why it says there Belev Echot Keishechot? We know already. Geschmack. Because there, what brought them to be Keishechot? Belev Echot is seen to the Eden. Now we don't know yet what it is. A Mitzrim is a werden Keishechot gekommen als Mesuvet von dem Belev Echot in dem Neshechere. This Keishechot is already an outcome. It's cause and effect. This is the effect from it. Noch von Neshechere noch Eden, running after the Eden. Aber sie allein als Mitzrim, seien nicht gewöhnt als Weins. They can't be as one. Und der Rieber ist Rashi meinte genau die Wörter Neshechere und nicht dem friedlichen Wort Mitzrayim Neshechere. Because you can't tell me that Mitzrayim and Neshechere it doesn't go together. Here is the opposite. Vayichan Shom Israel. Because they become Israel, they have Vayichan. By them you can say Mitzrayim Neshechere. So it takes off Mitzrayim. It writes only Neshechere. Schenke bewaschen ist bei Eden. Die Achdus Keishechot gewähnt mit dem Gufe, wo sie seinen Eden. That's it. Because they are Eden. What is it? Keishechot. Und der Rieber ist doch Rashi meinte, grammatiklich dem Vayichan Shom, also Israel. It's not contradicting other Rabbi. The Vayichan was because of Israel. It's helping out Rashi. This is the main thing of Rashi. Und der Achdus hat bei sie herausgerufen, dem Belev Echot zu Kabbalah Satoiro. It's very interesting according to Rashi Mechilte, we see already the difference. Mechilte says that they're coming there was Ushfu Kulom Kelei Vechot. They became all Kelei Vechot and became the Torah. Rashi says no. In Pshutu Shel Mikra must be two things I have to have. First they became Keishechot, no Machlokes, no Tarumes, and then I could say Belei Vechot, they became Belei Vechot to be Mikabel Torah. There's no difference between Moshe and all the others.
Why is that? Why is that? Why it has to be the way that
No, but we're going to learn more in Yena Shel Torah. We're going to learn that more, you'll understand it more. And the simple thing is, because it says Vayachanu Bamidbar, right after that it says together with that, Vayachanu Bamidbar, Vayichan Shom Israel. So why is it a second time Vayichan Bechlal? But it comes to tell us the way that they were camping. How did they camp? Vayichan Shom Israel, Keishechot Belev Echot. So it's not with Torah yet. First they became Keishechot because they're Am Israel, then came Belev Echot. That's what Rashi is changing completely. The Medrash says only Ushvu, Mechilte says only Ushvu Kulom Belev Echot. That's it. In Yena Shel Torah we see more the details coming out of it beautiful. Another Rabbi is going to explain it. Loida Mechilte Ober, this is Rashi. Loida Mechilte Ober, hat sich sehr Achdus heraus gesagt in dem, was Ushvu Kulom Belev Echot. Alle Iden haben sich ausgeglichen in Obma, Levi, Rotzen, Echot. This war Yachanu Bamidbar, Vayichan Shom Israel. This was, everybody was the same in a heart and desire to get it. What's the proof of the Mechilte? Lekach Nemar, Vayichan Shom Israel, Neged Or is using. What is this? Al Pi Anal, as Lloyd Rashi is an dog event, now we come to the, whatever we learned till now. The Rashi, there's two things here. The Mechilte is one. We're going to see, very interesting as the Rebbe brings it out in his words. Al Pi Anal is, as Lloyd Rashi is an dog event, Keish Echod, the Achdus zwischen Eden, number one, there was the Achdus Keish Echod, and Belev Echod, the Rotzen Echod zu Kabbalah Satoiro. Two things. Ich verstehen, im Keif la Loschen, in Emshech Loschen Rashi. Aber Shal Kol HaChanoyos, Betarumes Machlokes. One of the question was, why is the Mechilte satisfied with one thing? And Rashi comes in adds on two. Why two? You know why two? Because Mechilta is talking about one thing. Ushvu kulom kelei vechot. What is the Rashi talking? But two things. Two things. You need two things against that. The Rebbe is explaining what is the two against the two. Are they parallel? It's unbelievable. Look inside. Überall der Posik ist Madgish Vayichan Shom Israel. Ist verstandig, also die Achdus ist gewesen bloß Shom beim Berg Sinai. Where was the Achdus? When they came to Har Sinai. Aber Shal Kol HaChanois mit Arumes und Machloikes, bei alle anderen Chanois ist gewesen der Eipech und Achdus in beide Unionen. Das ist two. Machloikes zwischen sich. Machloikes is between them. What is against that? What's parallel to that? Keish Echad. Eipech von Keish Echad. Keish Echad is the opposite. Und Tarumes ist gewesen bei ihnen von dem Obersten. Der Tarumes an der Eibischter. What happened now? Leivechot, one art, they love the Eibischter, they want the Eibischter, they want the Torah. They have the same desire to the Torah. Der Eibach von Leivechot zu Kabbalas HaTorah. That's why Rashi must use these two inyonim. Oishud, we're going to learn Yenish and Torah. That is going to bring down the same thing. The difference between Mechilta and Rashi. Mechilta talks about there was one thing happened there. Rashi says two things happened there. We're going to see it very geschmack, much deeper in Yenish and Torah. Yenish and Torah means Rashi doesn't say it, but the Rebbe is learning it from Michnasia and Yotzosod, and this is in Hayom Yom, it's brought down from the Alter Rebbe, that in Rashi is the Yenish and Torah. The other thing about from the Shalom is that there is Niflois in Rashi. And this is from in Hayom Yom, we have the Yenish and Torah. Yenish and Torah bepirush Rashi. Die Welt, wie sie ist mit Zadatzmo, ist Reshus Arabim. Es ist nicht Beule, die Scheiches im Verbund von einer Sache mit der zweiten. Die Welt is called the Chassidus Ture de Prude, like mountains that they don't touch each other, they're separated from each other. Everything in this world is separated. It is not Achdus. The Rebbe is going to give us an example to understand what is it. Where do we see it clear? Und das sagt sich heraus, euch in der Mina Medaber b'fnei Atzmoi, in Mina Medaber, in us, we could see the difference between one and another and see that there's no union of Achdus. We fragt, where do we see it? Der Rebbe steht bei Schaffen die Menschen in einer Neufen, was ein Echad mem doime lechaveiroi. Brings down in Gemores Haneder, not one is the same as the other one. And ain't the same Shavuos. You know the story what we're saying, that Talmai HaMelech said on Shivim Skenim, and he set them down to do it, he set them in separate rooms. Why did he set them in separate rooms? What would be wrong if they sit all together? They would have sit till today. They wouldn't have come to agreement till today. They say two Jews together, there's four opinions. Yeah. It's Bemelis, even the same Shavuos, und das wirkt euch auf die Polis von den Menschen, not only it's the same Shavuos, it has an effect on what we are doing. Each one does according to his creation, to his capabilities. He's doing it according to his seichel. As the Polis von einem Menschen seien nicht bedeuten, listen to this. Not only that what I do is not the same as you, but I feel in Gegensatz. It's opposite of what somebody else does. So the Paulus von der zweiten Menschen is opposite to a second person. So we see the idea that there's no Achdus. There's separation and differences. Der reine Achdus in Welt, where could you find Achdus in Welt? Is verbunden mit dem Gilui vom Boiro Echad. When the Rebbe is being revealed, that is the only one that created them. As we say, Hashem Echad, the Alter Rebbe brings down in Tanya. Why is it? Because it's Echad from Welt. Welt is Mugbel. Welt is Mughal, that's why it is in a way of separation. But the Rebbe is being revealed here, it becomes in of Achdus. Coming back to the idea of Am Yisrael, when they came to Har Sinai, they became one Keish Echad. Damit kann man wahr sein, dem Chilik zwischen dem Mechilta und Pirush Rashi. Beautiful. The Septimius and Yonim, could we see the difference between Rashi and the Mechilta? Just to mention again, we shouldn't forget, Rashi says there was two actions here. One was Keish Echad, the other one was, then it brought down to be Belev Echad. Everybody wanted the Torah, the same thing. Mashenkin there, Mechilta talks about a different thing. Mechilta says in Natim Shit Shel Mikra in Drash, we're talking here about one thing. Ushvu kulam kelei vechot, coming to Har Sinai, it brought them to want the Torah, the same thing. That's it. Not the Rebbe saying the difference between Mechilta and Rashi in Pnimishem. Lo yida Mechilta, or the Gilu, if we matten Torah, was is Echa from Welt. Yeah, we said that when the Rebbe is being revealed here, then we have the idea of Achdus. Was is Echa from Welt, gepoilt of the Eden noch früher. In the Islam von Erman, there's another Chidush here also. Not only the Mechilta says one thing, Rashi says two things. The Mechilta says, you know when it happened? Lemafreya. As soon as they came to Har Sinai, they're going to get the Torah, they had already the Ushvu Kulam Kelei Belev Echad. Very interesting. As in Demot, when sie seien gekommen in Midbar Sinai, ist schon geworden Ushvu Kulam Lev Echad. They're already all Lev Echad. So Mekabel sein die Torah. aber Leute, Pirus Rashi, now we go back to Rashi, Pshuto shel Mikro, bald as lepoil is dann gewähnt das man, Farmat Teuro. Rashi in Drash, in Pshuto shel Mikro could not learn for the child from Bechomish shel Mikro, the same as the Mechilte, that because Matan Teuro is coming, they were already Ushvu Kolom Kelei Vechot. Kann man nicht sagen, als der Gilui bei Ossi hat früher gepoilt auf seine Achdus. I can't say because in 3 days is going to be Matan Teuro, they became Achdus already. No. Rashi says that coming to Har Sinai itself, this brought them Keishech. Now the Achdus is gekommen mit the Eden Gufe, because they are Jews. It's a Prinas Yechide von der Riedische Neshama. Yeah. Was is Echa Vartam Vedas, was the same Ein Shavuos. We said if the world is the same Ein Shavuos. The minute they become Israel, they become one, what happens then? Ayah from the world. It's Ayah from the world. So Pintaleid, Nikudas Hayadus, then they become all one. We said Nikudas Hayadus was the Shoyre Beika Nish Ben Moyach, no believe. What happens then? Was das is Nisgali geworden bei Eden Bezios Mitzrayim. It started already by Bezios Mitzrayim. And then when was it revealed? Or those gewirkt in Gepoilten Vayichan Shom Israel, Keish Echot. After. Und das Gufe, wo sie seien gestanden, Keish Echot mit seinem Gile von den Kudas Hayadus, because they came to a point, min HaShomayim, because they are one, they are Am Israel, what happens from that? Und bei sie der weckt, dem Rotzen und Tshuke zu Kabbalah Sator belever. This is the cause, this is the effect of becoming one, that they wanted to have the Torah the same, all of them the same thing. Oishidalaf. Aval Piaz the Achdus Hamit is named mit Zadon Kudas Hayadus. Now the Rebbe is going to bring out something very interesting about what happens with Goyim. What happens with Nei Noyach? Do they have anything in Achdus or nothing? Everything is by them not Achdus, or there is some kind of Achdus? We're going to bring out that there's some kind of Achdus. Aval, but in Primisyonim we have already the chilik between the Mechilte and Rashi. Aval Piaz the Achdus Hamit is named mit Zadon Kudas Hayadus. Yeah, it comes good. The Koi doesn't have the Kudas Hayadus. Yechide Shebenefesh was this Prinis Faran. Blois by Eden, only Eden have it. Deswegen, it says Apostle in Koheles, and the Alter Rebbe uses it in Tanya, beginning of Tanya, Perik Vov. The Alter Rebbe wants to tell us, when he builds up, the Alter Rebbe is, Aleph base is one thing, the questions, and in base is Nefesh Hashem is by Israel, Gimel Daledei is the build up of the Nefesh Elikis, Vov Zayin Ches is the build up of the Nefesh Abahamis, and then we come back, what is Abeinani? So he says, Zeh Leumazeh, Zal Koponim HaMe'im von Ingen Achdus, euch benimmt so bei nicht. Warum? Klippe will sich gleichen. Klippe will sich gleichen zu durch Gekäuf mit Bnei Odom. It's brought down in Zoya that what is a Koif? A Koif, when somebody stands by his cage and smokes, he gives him a cigarette, he's going to smoke. I saw it myself. A Koif is repeating what a person is doing. Same thing as they also, they want to do it. The Amit is move on. Und der Mut ist move on. Say it again.
Clearly, you said Nukudas Hayadus is believe. Why is it important to know that it's believe? I was trying to say ish when it says believe.
Und damit ist move on, was soll bei die Mitzrim bedeutet zu dem, was sie gewesen bei die Bnei Israel. Is given the rein from Belev Echad was at Goyim given Keish Echad. The Rebbe is going to bring out that Matan Torah brought a shinui in Bnei Noyach. And they have aimed that we have the end of Achdus, have something like that. The chilik is over, there's a difference. Kenis Kaloel. By Nit Eden is nicht shaykh der Oifen von Achdus Amitis mit Zadatzmum. It can be a Achdus mit Zadatzmum. Keish Echad. Es ist nicht mehr, that it's so mesuve von der Sinne Belev Echad. But the Mitzrim, yeah, but the Mitzrim could be Yishechot. You know when? Belev Echot. When they have seen it to Eden, then could be Yishechot. But the regular does not Yishechot. The chilik is aber genau. Bei Nit Eden ist nicht der Räufen von der Sachos Amitis mit Zadatzmum Keish-Echot. Es ist nicht mehr, wer hat Zoyo Mesubev und der Sinne Belev Echot. Ich denke bei Eden, was Nikudas Hayadus ist Emes Metzies. What's our Emes Metzies? Nikudas Hayadus. Wer durch dem aufgetan heißt Sachos Gmuro Keish-Echot. This is the difference between the Eden and the Goy. Yud Beis. Afal Piaz the Achdus Amit is was is do by Eden mit Zaprines Chide is nicht shaykh bei Nit Eden. It's impossible that Goyim should have it. Afal Pikein, bald das Matan Torah Toiv getan keyodua, the bit like Zere was at Mafsi given zwischen Elyonim und Tachtoinim. We all learn the Medrash, Nei Surya lo yedu lemato, Nei Roimi is lemailo, lo yedu le Surya lo yalu, and Even Yankee Avinu with his tefillin, with the maklos, didn't have an effect on the maklos. We don't have an effect. Now we take a piece of parchment, hide, skin from a cow, it becomes the holiest thing that we have. The Gzeir bottle. And who started that? The Rebbe says, Vani Amaschid. Zwischen Elikus und Nevroim, hat das Sof getan, euch in the Bnei Noach. It was a shinu in Bnei Noach. And next column, the Rebbe is going to bring that we see in a loche, that there's a shinu in the Bnei Noach. Hat das Sof getan, euch in the Bnei Noach, also ich sollen kennen der Regen, im Koyach Eliki, was ist Melubish and say, they could come to a conclusion and feel that the Eibishter is the one that creates them, and they are created by the Eibishter and sustained by the Eibishter. And durch dem, was sie der Regen, im Koyach Eliki, they internalize the ear, they internalize the highest Eliki that it is, was in Yono is Ardus, that euch Basei, euch getan a gewisser in von Ardus. There's some kind of Ardus, but the Rebbe is emphasizing and underline. It's only bedugme zu der Ardus von Eden, aber nicht mamisch, can be the same. Weil sie sind nicht scheich zu der Regen, wie das ist bei ihm. Prinas Elikus, was ist der Gamre, Echa von Eulomes. Yechide ist Eier den Eulomes. Was darf geben zu der Prine von in Elikus, werde hem se Ardus, bei Asis keish echot, then comes Belev echot. We are like all one because we have the Nikudas Ayat. The Rebbe is now emphasizing the idea that we see it in Aloch. The change in Bnei Noach about Matan Torah. And der Inyan, as noch Matan Torah boich nicht nach Scheiches, zu Prinas Elikus, was ist Echa von Seichel, der Eva Scheiches wird, Ischalkus, werde we see that it's higher than Seichel. We see it clearly in Aloch. Bringt sich euch in Aloch. As the Kiyum von Sheva Mitzvahs Bnei Noach darf sein, the Rambam says something unbelievable. A Ben Noach that is Mekayim, not to steal, not to kill, and he's making a bezdin. Yeah, one of the Sheva Mitzvahs is making bezdin, because without a bezdin, it's just Reu Chaim Bloy. If he does it, he says, I'm not going to steal. The door is open. I could go in, nobody's there, and I could steal. He says, no, it doesn't make sense. Why should I steal? It's not mine, it's his. The Rambam says, you're not Yetzer, this is not a mitzvah. And not only this, something else that's not unbelievable. If he says, I'm going to do the mitzvah because the Rebbe told Adam Rishon and Noach, although we call it Sheva Mitzvahs Bnei Noach, it's not good. He has to be mekayim with a specific idea. I'm doing it because the Rebbe told Moshe Rabbeinu that Adam and Noach did it. Amazing. Let's see inside. Bringt sich euch nach Loche. Als der Kim von Sheva Mitzvahs Bnei Noach darf sein, nicht mit Echa, dass your Seichel tells you not to steal. Und a viele nicht mit Zadam Tziva Kodesh Baruch Hu Adam Rishon Noach. Not because of that. It's interesting why we call it Sheva Mitzvahs Bnei Noach. There was some of them that was by Adam Rishon. Why do they call it Sheva Mitzvahs Adam V'Noach? Interesting. No, listen to the quotation from the Rambam. Mipnei she'tziva Kodesh Baruch Hu bohen b'Torah. Because it says in the Torah that they have to fulfill it. V'Yedionu al dei Moshe Rabbeinu. Shebnei Noach mekoidem nitztavu bohem. Rambam in Hilchos Melachim. ובאלת אז כל אחד יכול חייב למה בשביל נברוא אילום, each and every one of the Eden, has to say בשביל נברוא אילום, אז ליבים is beschaffen geworden, die ganze Welt, von dem Suga Doimim, bis dem Suga Medaber, including all the Bnei Noach, all the Goyim, are also, I am created, for me, they are all created, und darf, machen, הרשוס היוכל ליחוד לסבוח, each and every one has the avoide, and the choiv, and the obligation to make it, הרשוס היוכל, auf der Riebe jeder Ried sich mishtadl sein, we have to do as much as we could. Nicht nur zum if it's ein Teure wie Yados beschnitten, not only to bring back Eden to Yiddishkeit and teach him Teure, not zu poilen, euch auf Bnei Noach, als soll mekayim sein, die Sheva Mitzvahs, die du, und mekayim sein sie, neshe tziva bohen, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, ba Teure.